last week we saw NRM elections going on Friday, I think,
in the whole country.
In the whole country. We digested it more. Our more concern was here in Elgon region. We talked about it, we digested it fully. But after Mr. Watinyeri, it was the way he left. The promise us is for him, he didn't take part of what? The election, calling it sham. And he promised that he's going to what? Petition. After whatever we talked about in the previous video, if you have not watched it, you can go check it, scroll down, you can see it and watch it. Again, we saw Tango Doi calling off for election with his own reasons. Whatever he said, the reasons of the registrar, district registrar, and delegates not being fully from nowhere. Again, these people were all called to the national offices in Kampala. Again, yesterday evening, they declared again Mr. Wambogo as Wambogo Moses as the NRM chairperson by district. What was behind this, and how has Mr. Watinyeri in any way benefited in it?
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Bwana Paul.
Yeah.
What I want to tell you is Uganda, everything is possible. Just like as we are looking at the vote of NRM structures on the district.
Yes.
But we cannot dismissify the court nullifying of
Narukolazi
win. So we are going to talk about that. But now coming back to the issue of Mbale district, not only in Mbale district, in Manafa, I called my colleague whom we studied, he works with NBS. He's in Rwashama in Western. Western also had issues. I have my colleague in Guru. Guru also has a lot of things about. So now, what does this show to the party of NRM?
Yeah.
There is a lot of incompetences and a lot of maybe not understand, not understanding each other, maybe. Because now we are seeing is that the staunch cadres of NRM are the ones fighting each other. This really portrays the bad image of the party.
Yeah.
So now, when I come back to Mbale district, whereby one Mzee Watenyeri, Masika Watenyeri, who called off the elections, named them as sham. He petitioned. He called the Tango Doi. He was not only the one who petitioned for that election, especially on the mainstream position of chairperson NRM Mbale district. When you look at the person who won was Wambogo Moses, I think who won with 159 votes, followed by Nareka Daniel, who won with 16 votes. Not won, but who was given. Who was given 15 votes. Plus the other three who did not participate because of that. Yes, yeah. Because they called it sham. So I received a petition here by Muhammadu Masaba, who was petitioning against the unfairness of the election. So Mr. Muhammad, who is the former, should I call him former? Because he has not handed on the office. He's now chairman NRM Mbale. So he wrote, the Tango Doi received it. Mzee Watenya also filed in. There's one Nare Kadani also who filed in a petition. We have another one called who? Mr. I think the name has gone. Three of them filed. But I think they called them yesterday. All of them who participated were at the secretariat at Chandondo here in Kampala. But to my sources and my understanding, on several counts, Mr. Otenyeri's petition was not considered. Daniel Narekaze, whatever, was not also considered. It is Hillary also who failed. It was Hillary's complaint which was considered. It's believed that Wambogo did not resign his position as the assistant RDC of Mbale district, and it was mandatory that to come into this election, was supposed to resign on 6th this month,
Mhm.
but he resigned, I think, 2 days before
Election.
which was not contrary to what. So I think they sat as NRM delegates. They had to confirm to clear Wambogo because now NRM is going into its nomination. I think not for nationals and district. Yeah, picking nominations like the chairman, chairman LC5 MPs, chairman LC, like those ones. So by Monday they are picking. So they wanted someone who is now going to, I think,
because the chairperson is the one in
yes,
charge of them.
exactly. So that's why they declared Mr. Wambogo. But I have my sources still informing me that they have declared Mr. Wambogo, but there is an investigation ongoing on maybe on ground that maybe Hillary filed against Wambogo not resigning. So I think the secretariat will sit and see how can they come about this. But of course, it was not only in Imbale district, Manafa. My people, Manafa, I greet you all. Manafa also had an issue that Awan Wanimba Peke, whom they did not vote, the one who won with 270 votes, and Walimba got 170, and they declared Walimba instead of the one who won. Yeah. So they have also filed a petition at the secretariat that is ongoing, but at the moment they still hold Walimba Peke as the chairperson. So when you come to, sorry, I wanted to make some correction. I said Bulambuli, it was Seronko. Seronko where Minister Nambozo and Mzee Rumoro who won against the incumbent and the minister or assistant minister of Karamoja, Madame Nambozo. I'm told right now, Madame Nambozo, Ren did not participate in that election for chairman NRM Sironko district, and there is preliminary information reaching on my desk that Nambozo has filed a petition against the chairman NRM, Mr. Rumoro, and Tango Doi, the secretary. Both of them. So now, I think it's now the president to intervene. They know there is a saying that say that when two elephants are fighting, then it is the grass to what? And so I think I just humbly request the Honorable Nambozo to concentrate on this coming election, to not deter herself into this whatever, because it is just going to cause for you money, financial brain, and what have you. I just pray that those ones who did not go through, just concentrate on how you can win a vote in this forthcoming election. Now, how does it leave? What image is it leaving to the Wananchis? This forthcoming election, I think we are seeing it as a very serious vote. That if NRM doesn't position itself very well this time, we are seeing a lot of opposition in parliament and everywhere. Yes.
When you still on that matter, give me you talked about all the petitions on Bad District.
Yeah.
But people would like to know how was the petition of Muhammad Masaba was.
Now Muhammad Masaba helped. There is an allegation that Mr. Muhammad Masaba was backing as many people as possible. So his petition was not nullified, did not go through. They also dropped it, and currently they declared Mzee Washipuhu Philemon as the finance on the finance on NRM whatever at the Mbale district. So this leaves Mr. Muhammad without any position at the district or of the NRM structure and what have you.
As we finish the NRM structures, let's switch to national thing.
Yes, we are speaking about Narukola.
Now, and
Nambi, Madam Nambi, Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Mr. Narukola, Salam alaikum. Do you know that this news got Mr. Narukola when he was in Mecca?
He wasn't here
He wasn't here in the country. He was in Mecca
for Hijra.
for Hijjah.
Yeah.
So now, it has been just moving like that because on the first hearing, Nalukola won because when this one petitioned against Nalukola, Madam Nambi, Nalukola won the first case, but I think Nambi had to go in the High Court.
Petition.
He filed. He wrote to the High Court, and the High Court really what it did was to declare off as nullify Narukola's what a win, and Narukola right now as we are speaking, he's not in Parliament.
Yeah.
They have now called off for another refresh election. Now, what does this mean to the NRM and people power and to a normal politician like me? You know, Mr. Paul, government is government.
Yes.
That it can do anything regardless of the position you are in, regardless of who you are.
The powers you have.
So long as someone is in a country, we have a president and we have other bodies that govern the country. So Mr. Narukola was called off from Parliament. And of course, if court would have called that, because they say there is an allegation that over 15,000 votes were not counted. So now, if they would have said, if the High Court would have called off these votes to be counted, Narukola will not go through. So it was even in favor of Narukola for the High Court to call for another election. And on what I'm hearing on ground, the Wananchis are saying, of course, we voted 20,000 only. This time we are going to vote. I think the whole of us, 200,000 people, are going to vote for Narukola. Remember, Kawempe North, where Narukola was not now, was an MP, have over 275 voters. So now, when this goes back, and what I'm hearing on ground that the Wananchis are saying now, this time let's give Narukola to go to have a block vote. Then this is also again going to affect the government or the NRM party, because this now we are remaining with only like 4 to 5 months to the real elections. They would leave Narukola to do what? To make to enjoy his time. Maybe next time when they come, then they can vote him out. So now, when this time Narukola wins this vote, it is really going to be a big shame to the NRM party. First of all, there is a lot of resource going to be spent again. There is going to be a lot of time. There is, as you know, there is also going to be a lot of bureaucracies. So I just pray that my country gets to be well, and I wish Madam Nambi and Narukola the best re-elections again, and we see who is going to go back to the parliament.
But we see the people, we see the lawyers of Narukola claiming they are again also going to petition.
No, when they petition it, then this means Narukola will not go through, because I had already told you, when High Court calls you, you get that. It means it is referring. Of course, High Court refer from the what? Maybe they said the regional court, whatever, what it has judged, or what it has passed. It is what the High Court goes with. After then, it brings all them on ground. It may be maybe through cross examination or what have you. And I had already told you that when Narukola accepts to go to have a petition in court again, he's not going to win, because now that 15,000, it's already with the Electoral Commission. It is already with the Electoral Commission. 15,000 votes. Whereby now, what is the Electoral Commission? Is government.
Yeah.
So it is automatically they can now just decide, because now they say Narukola won Nambi on 80,000 votes. So then it means they can just compromise to give this one something like 13,000. They give Narukola 20 to make this, and of course he cannot win Nambi when it comes to that. So when they go back to the vote, then we have more chances of seeing Narukola back to the what?
parliament. As we switch on, let's have at an international scene.
Oh yeah.
This week we have seen the issue of Julius Malema, Ramaphosa,
the people power,
Africa,
the people power hand in South Africa.
EFF,
the EFF, yes.
Two front words, something like that. Slogans. We saw Trump interfering it, calling Ramaphosa to look ways of stopping who? Julius Malema, with this slogan of shoot the Boers, kill the Boers.
Yes.
Yeah. Why has America and Donald Trump? Because after him trying to interfere, President Ramaphosa said, I think he defended his country. And he said, in our country, we have rules that govern our country, which are different from yours, and we shall handle it not on your directives.
Okay.
Because it was an open interview with Ramaphosa and Donald.
Donald, yes.
We again, what you as a political analyst, what view are you having over it as it is? Yeah.
So now, when you, I'm a student of international relations and diplomatic studies. I'm doing it at University of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I'm soon graduating, and I'll call you all of you, my fellow journalists, my fellow politicians, well wishers, friends, and everyone. I want to tell you that international diplomacy refers and differs. I want to tell you the relationship in between of Donald Trump and Ramaphosa, of the President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. It started deteriorating way back when Donald Trump had just been re-elected.
Yeah.
Remember when Donald Trump had been re-elected, he started cutting off funds, international aid to Africa, to Asian countries, other countries. So now this really affected a lot of South Africans, because now we say USAID was helping a lot in South Africa. Let's say because in South Africa there is a lot of HIV prevalence in South Africa, and that aid was helping many South Africans, and South Africans were not happy with that. So again, there is this war which has been in Congo,
yes,
whereby it had now the Rwandese and the South Africans, the Burundians, and what have you. There has been a lot of interest in Congo that within the African countries they had also sent their troops, and of course you cannot dismiss Ramaphosa's effort, because he has also been in Congo doing a lot of things there. Of course, you know what I mean, because when it comes to international diplomacy and interest, I don't want sometimes to expose that much. I'm a journalist.
Yes.
You know, now when Rwanda reported that Ramaphosa was the one spearheading the rebels fighting the Nyamurenges in what? In DR Congo.
Yeah.
So America had to hear Rwanda, had to come in and summon Ramaphosa to stop and call back the troops, where Ramaphosa also said South Africa is a sovereign country whereby we cannot be intimidated by any country. So when this landed in Donald Trump's ears, and you know Donald Trump is a president who is I don't know, who is not even of brag, but is a president, I think, of this millennium stage. He wants action. So the relationship was not that good. So now after then, we had now this scenario, because now when you're speaking about the opposition of South Africa, you cannot dismissify the Julius Malema, the leader of EFF. When you look at Julius Malema, he grew up from a humble family, whereby he lived Soweto. He lived with his mother, who used to just go and wash clothes for the white people and take him to school.
Mm.
So psychologically, this young man, Malema, has grown up. He grew up seeing how the whites used to treat the Africans. If you can recall about the apartheid policy, which was in South Africa, a lot of South Africans, most especially the blacks, did what? Suffered a lot. They were taken as slaves in their own countries. That's why when you go to South Africa, you get many whites. You think you are in what? You are in Europe.
Europe, yeah.
Now there is a state in South Africa whereby they are only white people. These white people, these are the Boers. These are our friends who migrated in early 18s, the early 20s from Netherlands and other parts of Europe to settle in South Africa. Mostly they were farmers and businessmen. Now these people have been there for quite a long time. Now sometimes Julius Malema has been against them. Since they made them to suffer, Julius Malema had also started now chanting and wanting to chase all of them in South Africa. That's why sometimes at one time he was in one stadium in South Africa, they were holding a campaign rally, and after then we saw them chanting, "Kill the Boer, kill the whites," kill meaning kill these whites. That message was not that good. Yes, of course.
And some whites were found killed.
As you know.
Spread, yeah.
So now, when Donald Trump entered on the leadership of the U.S. president, most of these whites had now requested that to at least settle in America, and Donald Trump had already secured some of them to go to America. And of course, the relationship, you will see that South African ambassador to America was just from America. And you will hear that America sanctioned some of the business deals and other financial aid to South Africa. This which annoyed Ramaphosa. And of course, when it comes to international diplomacy, there are certain agreements you may always opt to breach, or you may opt to do what to always agree on. Ramaphosa was called in the White House when they were talking. Then Donald Trump was seen saying, "South Africa, we want," because he was dictating, and Ramaphosa politely said no. South Africa is a foreign country, is a foreign state with its sovereignty, whereby you cannot just tell me to go and arrest a citizen. Malema holds a position in what? In South Africa. So, which didn't go well, I think, with Donald Trump, as you may know. As you know, as you saw, even Donald Trump mistreated Zelensky in the White House when they were having a meeting. So it is all about how have they been associating. But now it has been a topic of I think for now like 2 to 3 weeks, whereby Julius Malema has never stopped advocating for the African unity, and maybe advocating for freeing South Africa by maybe the whites. Yes, please.
And it has the same thing has again given Julius Malema more effort again to keep advocating for what he is. Again, is more as created is again not fearless to Trump. Is now having direct message to Trump, not even to Ramaphosa.
I want to tell you, Paul. If you read Julius Malema's posts and maybe watch him, he's one of this non-fearless guy who fears none but God. I remember at one time in a press conference room, where a white journalist came in and was asking him questions which were not matching with his ideologies. He automatically chased him out by himself. So he's a no-nonsense guy. Big up to Julius Malema, South Africans, Mugamba Mtria, You know, do you know that in South there are certain
Yeah, Bantu,
languages
yeah, Bantu.
in South
The
Africa?
Wakosa,
Yes, the Xhosas and
the
what
Kosa,
have
yeah,
you. So
even the culture is
yes,
almost share the same
exactly.
culture.
So you I know this is now going to be uh, a rift in between of Julius Malema and what? And Donald
And
Trump.
Donald Trump,
And you know, Donald Trump is also not someone you can just joke with. So we wait to see what is going to transpire in that rift in between of Donald Trump and Julius Malema. Julius Malema still holds as one of the best opposition leader in Africa. When you check and young, when you check on Bobby Wine of Uganda, you check on Babu of Kenya. When you check on Julius Malema of South Africa, and other people. These are the most youngest revolutionary guys who have at least started advocated for Africa, freeing Africa and everything. And I also want to send my shout outs to my brother, my friend of Burkina Faso, Traore, President Traore. This guy, man, is changing Burkina Faso to a first world country.
Wow.
You know, there is a general in U.S. who said Julius, who said Traore is is not doing well. Is mistreating the Burkina people.
Again, there's a war between Burkina Faso people and America.
Yeah, of course. Now the Wanaingis, the citizens, have said since they have seen what the tremendous things President Traore is doing in Burkina. Do you know that now the Burkinas are now they have now made sculptures for President Traore on streets. They keep, without guns, they just sleep there to keep those sculptures. You
But,
cannot speak about Traore.
Any negative thing, you know,
because remember there is a lady. I think I will understand. I will revise back. He had gone there as as a humanitarian, yet I think he was an agent who was I think investigating and reporting back to Europe about maybe the basis of Burkina's, how the security and what have you is. When they were in a press conference, and they said it was in that press conference, Traore, the president of Burkina, had to say, you know what? We have some of the traitors who are here who try to investigate on us, on our development, and send back. And they pointed at the lady, and she got ashamed, and they arrested her. So I think time has come. Africans should now think and change their mindset.
On this very thing, when we basing on the Malema thing with America, basing on the Traore thing in Burkina Faso, again with America, with the message being spread by these people, we see the youth are aligning behind these revolutionaries.
Okay.
And in the way of aligning to them and they following their message, we are seeing people hating America.
Now, the issue of Muammar Gaddafi,
Basing on the issue of Gaddafi.
and this one of Bin Laden. Bin Laden. Do you know that they said Bin Laden had a weapon of mass destruction? The CIA, the American CAI, passed that, which really made the people, let's say now the people of Libya, to fear that maybe their president was going to do what? Was going to kill all of them. I think the truth has been revealed in press conferences and what have you, that Muammar Gaddafi wanted to unite Africa in the way that they wanted to unite Africa and have one currency, which the US didn't want. And now, to many youth who have now gone back to school, they have now realized what the West is doing. So it has been now time, a question of time for most of the African youth. When they see someone who is so promising like Traore of Burkina Faso, do you know that when France and America adjected about Traore of Burkina, do you know even Ugandan youth were doing what? Were were supporting Burkina Faso president. Why? Because I think they don't want now to repeat the same mistakes they had with the late Muammar Gaddafi, who was who was who was just, I wouldn't want to use some words, but you know what happened. So I think it has been now time for Africa to now rethink and reshape their mind and see how everything can be.
As we call it enough for today, your last words to our viewers. Have to them your last words as
Okay, I wanted to say thank you very much, our dearest viewers. Sometimes it takes a lot of research, it takes a lot of endurance and time to always be on this set, to always speak to you. As I said, as I introduced that first, that I'm Emmanuel Wariaula, a humanitarian journalist, an investigative journalist, a well-wisher and politician. I want to thank you very much for always buying data and be keeping on watching us live here. You know, it is not easy for anyone to buy data and always spend time on us. I want to say that we are going to keep on bringing more enhanced developments and researched information to always share with you. You can always visit on Penrins, Uganda. You can always check me on Emma Wadiaula Vimanas Uganda, on Emma Wadiaula TikTok and Twitter, so that we can keep on maybe sharing views. If in the next episode you would wish you wish us to analyze about anything, you can always come to our inbox. You send us
our
a question.
DMs, however, open.
Yes, and you tell us, please, we want maybe today we want to next episode we speak about Pablo Escobar or Baba Vanga Joveria, or we speak about anyone. So we are always there to always keep you informed and make everything happen. Thank you very much. We call it a day. I call it a day. I'm the next chairman, LC5 Mbale District. Please, I request for your financial muscle, your vote support, and everything. I just want to wish you the best. Please, let's keep locked in. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you as today as our new viewers, as a person who has watched our videos from the start to the end, and we promise you to keep updating you today and next day, next week, next time to come. Keep it Panerans UG.